Hello, explorers. Last week we talked about 2025 and recapped it, and the show went a lot longer than we thought.
And now we're talking about 2025 and recapping it again.
But we didn't talk about the Orlando theme parks that we went to. All that is coming up next on
D&G Explorers. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Derek's busy checking his phone for whatever reason.
My boss just texted me about a question that I had asked him earlier. But
did he say yes?
I didn't. I just kind of glanced at it. So quickly, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. We got the Buffalo Sabres on TV right now. Go Sabres!
And we're wearing Buffalo to celebrate the first Buffalo Bills win in the playoffs from Sunday. Let's go, Buffalo! Woo woo!
Saying that, we bought some, ordered them online. Greg, do you want to show it?
Oh, these are right here?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We got special glasses. The Bills, it is official now that the Bills have no longer will be playing in their current stadium.
Yep.
So
it's the end of an era.
It is. They started playing there in 1973, and their last game was, what does it say on there, Greg? January 4th?
Buffalo, New York. Final game at the Ralph. I have to get light in this.
January 7th.
January 4th. 2026.
Yep. So
and then you can see. Oh, now you can see the stadium there. You have a dude right here too.
It's a Tamarindo margarita.
Oh, now I can see it perfectly. Laura,
dilly. It is official. The Bills will no longer be playing any more games than that. There was a chance if the Chargers won their games and the Bills won their games, the Bills would have hosted a home game, but with the Chargers losing last week because the Chargers were the 7th seed in the playoffs, that was all thrown out the window. So if it continues and the Bills continue to keep playing until the Super Bowl, they will have to do it on the road. But Greg, why don't we welcome our explorers?
I think, knock on this fake wood here, I think it's fake, that we will make it to the Super Bowl. I think it's our year. Let's go Buffalo. We have Ann Hanley. Speaking of Buffalo.
Welcome. What was that?
I don't know what that was.
Welcome in, Ann.
Angela Nimbacheka. We got Space Coast, Florida, which is Dave. Dave, you changed your name from just Dave to
No, it's
Space
because
Coast, Florida.
these are all based on like their email handles, I believe. So it's you say that
It
you
used
said
to
that
be just Dave, though.
yeah, you said that last time when he was on too.
Oh, I don't remember. But I like your name anyway. It's like Space Ghost, like a playoff of the Space Ghost show that used to be on. Najima Brown,
Go Bills.
welcome. And we are caught up. So hopefully we will see more people come in as we go along. Anthony Simone, welcome the Modigator.
Anthony just left out of California.
I know.
I told Anthony
one of these days we're gonna have to meet you and greet you.
Yeah.
And say hello and have some lunch with you.
And like we said, you are more than welcome to spend a couple of days. Although I know it's hard because you you're visiting your family, which part of your family you don't get a chance to visit the whole time. So we kind of hate to take time away from that.
Anne says, I hate these names with all the numbers. Well, Anne, you have numbers in your name too. Now what's going on with that? No, I'm just
They
giving you a
didn't
bad
do it
time.
automatically, Greg.
Huh?
None of these people did that automatically. The YouTube has done it.
Well, Anthony Simone doesn't have a name in it.
No,
I don't
either does
understand
ours.
these names.
Either does ours. So
I'm just giving Anne a bad time, but I didn't know that the system's doing that. That's
Yes.
weird.
They've been doing it for probably the last 2 months.
Well, they need to
If
stop
not
that. Leave people's names alone.
Yes, it's I think you can change it. I don't know how I changed it.
Simba 2, welcome. We haven't
Welcome,
seen
welcome.
you in a while.
Hoot and
and
a holler.
Simba 2 doesn't have a number in their name, so the system didn't touch their name.
I think it's how you can have it set up because ours is set up a certain way. So that would be the reason on it. But Greg, last week we discussed
I didn't do it. I don't know how to change it. Poor Anne. I didn't do it.
Last week we talked about the 2 cruises we went on.
Giving you a bad time.
And then we talked about our visit to see Anne in Buffalo and to see our very first home Buffalo Bills game.
Yep.
Which was incredibly exciting. And the things we did out there, having the blue buffalo wings, went to the place where they created it. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check that out,
and
watch last week's live.
Our first time at not Viagra, but Niagara
Oh my
Falls. Niagara Falls was beautiful.
It
so
was.
Greg, I saw Primate today. Said Anthony, oh, I hope you liked it. That was one movie that I was at the edge of my seat. I was cringing at times. I was like saying things out loud to the screen, and other people were doing the same thing. It was a very intense movie for an hour and 29-minute movie.
Sabres scored again, bud. It's 2-0.
Awesome.
Jack's Fish 43. Do you know who that is?
That
is Mike Jackson.
Oh, welcome. Hey, all. Shouldn't Josh Allen have some fans this weekend? Huh?
Didn't he go to Wyoming? Yeah, I don't know how far is Wyoming and Laramie from
right in
from Denver. I don't know how far that is, but we'll see. He might have some.
Anthony was hiding under his seat. I don't know if you want to be under your seat on that nasty ground. That's pretty gross in theaters, but I know you're joking. But yeah, it was a good movie. I would say for a January movie, which January is like not very good for movies. Movies dread January releases for some reason, but this one was a good one.
I wouldn't see a movie like that.
I did watch the Anaconda movie with Jack Black, and that was a hilarious movie. I was cracking up so much with the stuff they did in that movie. So, good movie. Movies.
So Greg, we left with the Bills game last week. Didn't really go over a lot of it because we were running at the end of the show. But so maybe just to recap that, we ate at Bill Bar Tavern in Williamsville, which is just north of the airport where we stayed at in Buffalo. A really big area because the Bar Bill in East Aurora, which
Dilly Jim, more sunshine, please.
Welcome, Jim.
Can we get a little bit more sunshine, please?
The Bar Bill in East Aurora is a very small, tiny restaurant bar. So we went to East Aurora, we went to Williamsville because it was super close. We actually liked the wings better at Barbill than we did at Anchor
They
Bar.
paint on the
With the brush.
sauces with the brush, so it's not as dirty. Not dirty. So it's not as
You're
messy.
dirty.
So it's not as messy.
Yes.
Well, it's not as dirty. Well, not dirty, but it's not as messy on your hands and everything. So
And then we had beef
they're
on
really
Weck.
good. Oh yeah, that was good too. We shared one of those.
We
'cause
did.
That was big enough to share.
Beef on
Kinda
Weck
salty,
is
too.
like a roast beef sandwich. That meat just kind of melted in your mouth. And then
Yeah.
we wanted to try it the way, and the bun is really salty.
I liked it. Like sharing it was fine, but if I ate a whole thing with that much salt, I don't know if I,
I
want
was
to do
scraping the salt off, so the next time you can get it without it. Now that I had it with
that. Or get it with
I
just
would-
a smidge of salt if they could do
I don't
that.
think you can. It's either one way or another. You see them in the back scraping it off with the knife. Is that enough?
Isn't that a Blondie song? One way or another.
Yes.
Yep, it is.
We went
just scraped some
to
salt off.
when we went there. We went to the BFLO store.
The Buffalo store, basically.
Yes, but they call it the BFLO store. A
But if you
massive
say
store.
it, it's Buffalo.
Yes.
Buffalo.
I actually, this shirt here, I got this at the airport in Buffalo as we were getting ready on our trip.
But they
to
were
Orlando.
selling it at the store, and you didn't buy it there
Well, there's one big reason.
because of the price.
Well, yes, the price was $150. So when I went to the airport, I saw that here because I like this little look to it. And then it was $135. And I said, you know what? Okay, $15 cheaper. I'm going to do it. And I was thinking, why is it
That's
cheaper?
a bargain.
Why is it cheaper at the airport than it is in the BFLO
You would
store?
think it'd be the other way
Yes.
around.
So when I looked again, and I thought, you know why, is because this is the Bill's current helmet. This Buffalo at the BFLO store was on here. This is the old before 1973. 1973.
That Buffalo was on here.
Yes. So that's why it was a different in cost. It's basically the same, but this is the older print instead of having the Buffalo, the current Buffalo. So that's why there was a difference in cost.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
it's
realize
still
that
retro.
until
I still
later.
like it.
No, I kind of like it because you have both. You have the current helmet and you have the vintage pre
And you got it cheaper.
1973. Yeah, for about $15. So I did like it. It's still an expense. $135 for a sweatshirt is insane.
And you cannot put this in the dryer. You have to let it air dry.
Well, I requested that you do that just because I didn't want it to get.
So you can put it in the dryer.
You can. I just didn't want it in there to make it get more beat up in there.
You see the special instructions he gives me for that.
But
I mean,
we went to the Bill store at the stadium. We went to
she said, Anne said, stand up so I can see.
there it is. And you got
I like the
on
brown
here,
with the blue.
and then you have this one. So
I
Yeah.
like the brown with it.
yeah, I like the look of it. We went to another Buffalo store. Ann took us there. She took us to the Bill Stadium store at the stadium.
They took us all over the place.
Yeah, I think it was at Forever Buffalo or Total Buffalo, maybe was the name of the store. I think we got something in all the Bills shops. But I think my favorite was the BFLO store. It was so huge.
She said,
And that's
okay,
actually
thank you, looks good. She said, hey, if you want it to last, I would air dry it
There you
too.
go.
Yeah, we do we do air drying on some of our shirts.
I ordered this on the BFLO store too. Was they're $11.99 each. No, it is just imprinted. They didn't etch
It's not
it in.
etched.
I would imagine they'd probably be like $30 if that was the case. But this is still something to remember the stadium. by.
Etching it in would make it last longer, but we're only going to hand wash those, so there shouldn't be an issue with anything coming off in the future. We're not going to put them in the dishwasher. Tiffany Peacock, welcome.
Welcome in, Tiffany. We did, since it was our first
We got
Bills
our
game.
certificate.
Yes, this is the first game certificate. This is for Greg.
Does
and I
it
thought that was special.
mention the stadium or anything?
Highmark Stadium. This was a rivalry one. This is when they had the special uniforms.
So if they give these out at the new Highmark Stadium, I wonder if it's going to have anything different.
Well, this
so
is
you
farewell
could tell.
season. So it says it up there. On
Oh,
the top,
okay.
farewell
Then that's
season.
even extra special.
Yeah, so we're gonna frame those. We got the stadium print that we have that we're gonna put up in this room because we have a Buffalo corner over here.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills corner. So some good memories.
We're still working on putting our Christmas stuff away. It's basically put in their boxes. We just have to
We'll do that Sunday.
bring it outside. So yeah,
We'll have to do
a little
that
bit
Sunday.
of a mess, but at least we're getting it done slowly in our time.
For sure. So the crazy thing about the Bills game is we're not used to we're on the West Coast. So for us, if it's a Sunday night game, for us it starts at 5 p.m. Looks like we're blurry. There we go. No,
No, now we're blurry. It was fine before.
You have to do your ET hands on it.
Use the force.
So it looks like
Oh,
there you did. You got it. Good job. So
no, hold on.
I can still talk about it.
Oh, there we go.
So games on on the West Coast start 5 o'clock. When back east, they start at 8:15.
Oh, thank you, Angela.
So we're not used to that time difference. We had a 5 a.m. flight out of Buffalo Monday morning. The game was Sunday night game, 8 o'clock. I think it was like 8:15. By the time the game ended, it was after 11:30. By the time we got back to the car at the because we took a special bus that took us to a mall. It was 2 o'clock. We picked up the rental car, we gassed it up, we went back to our hotel, we took showers, we went off, dropped the car at the airport, and we went straight to the airport. We did not sleep. That was a huge turnaround, and we were actually kind of worried, was there going to be an issue? Because we hear at the stadium it's hard for the traffic to get out. We sat there for a long time trying to get out.
Pacific time, which is the best time.
We like that too. We like that. So that was kind of the initial thing of going into the day. But Greg, we got a video that we're going to show of Epic Universe, because as soon as we landed, our friends picked us up who were staying with at Fort Wilderness Campground. We'll talk about that in a minute.
We're still kind of dragging a little bit, but we
Yeah.
had a good time.
Yeah, well, this will kick it off before we continue on the rest of it. I just have to find it. Where are we? Epic Universe. Here we go.
Good day, everybody. We're here at
We-
Epic Universe.
We just flew in from Orlando. Our friends Mike
We
and
just
David.
flew in from the coast. The East Coast, we sure did.
And Mike and David are here. They picked us up, and we are on our way to
And then
Epic.
they said, bye guys, we're going ahead of you, we don't care.
We're gonna have an epic day with hardly any sleep. That's what we talked about. Ministry of Magic's this way. Yeah. All right, Greg. We are walking through one of the portals. Look at that. Look how it glows up here. Ooh. We are going to France. Bonjour.
That's Professor
Wow.
Umbridge. I can't stand her.
Wow, what a difference. You could tell they used life-size buildings. They didn't do the scale that they've done at others.
It's nice and cool here, huh?
It is, so for now.
Yeah. Oh, wow, look.
Here we go. This is it, David.
So 10, they're open now.
You got to say where you're going. You got to say where you're going, David. Wow.
That's awesome.
We're going in our Yoshis. Here we go. Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is the pipe place. Remember I told you? We're getting smaller. Yoshi's World, Mario World, huh? There's a sound going through the. That's awesome! Look at little Yoshi running. This is awesome!
This is cool.
Cool. Look at Yoshi.
And then you have to take the lid off, or? Awesome. Thank you.
Little, that was just a lid.
Little toad crackers.
Wow. Bring it out.
All right, with the spooky sky, we're going into the monster land. It is alive. It's alive. This looks really cool. I love the colors on this one. All right, so far this is my most impressive. This is the most impressive visual one.
Yeah, is that a Nintendo, I think?
True.
Show them. And what's done?
There he is.
Lower the lights, quickly.
Isn't that awesome?
Now. These people are friends. See? There's nothing to be afraid of. He is.
So that was a very short video because there was so much more to be seen in there, and
We
a
don't want
couple
to
of
show the
different
whole
lands.
ride and everything.
Yeah, well, also because of the limitations on StreamYard, I can
Yeah.
only do like up to 5 minutes.
And
Pretty
we
much
went-
is what I could do.
We did go on that ride twice, I think. So didn't we? I
We
thought.
only did it
Well, I
once.
thought we were going to go on.
We
it
could have.
twice.
There was
Yeah.
basically no wait. It was just a straight walk on. But Greg, your thoughts, because one, we were pretty tired when we got there. Greg was saying the first thing we did,
Thank you, Anne.
we went to Harry Potter ride, and it was before store opening. It was before park opening. The park opened at 10, but it was around 9:15, and they said they didn't say the ride was open. So, but we went in line and we went through, and we never stopped. We just kept on going. So Greg was saying that he was like really tired in that ride. You said your equilibrium was off.
Yes, waiting in the Harry Potter line, my equilibrium was off. It felt like the ground was moving, underneath.
We were still in there like 45 minutes. That was a long queue.
Yeah, and so I put all my Christmas stuff away 2 weeks ago. I put all the Hallmark ornaments back in their boxes. I did it in one day while Rich sat and watched me. Occasionally, he would help me find an ornament. Thank you, Anne, with the hitting the like message. Angela, I'm beginning to see a pattern that this was the trip of no sleep. Well, at first it was, but I think Tuesday we were conked.
We definitely
We
got
took
some
that
sleep
day
in there.
to catch up. So yeah,
We did. We
And she loved her time at Epic also. Yep.
after we went to the Harry Potter ride, we went to the Yoshi one, the Nintendo World.
Mhm.
And then we got some food, right?
Yes, you got your 3 crackers and broth and your little mushroom
Burger.
your little mushroom bowl.
That was really good mushroom soup, though. It had a lot of mushrooms in there, more than I've like. If you get Campbell's
It had-
mushroom soup,
I thought it was broth with 3 crackers. Where were the mushrooms? I didn't see any
they're
mushrooms.
like really diced up, like minced kind of
I
thing.
think they were invisible.
No, it was good. It wasn't like Campbell's soup, where Campbell's you get a little bit of mushroom in it, like the cream of mushroom soup. This one was pretty good. I'd probably get it again if it was a colder day, not if it was like in the middle of summer.
The food was pricey, but we were trying to experience a lot of it. They did have a peach, like Princess Peach. They had a cake. I think it was almost $30, but you can cut it up to share with people. It looked nice, but we're like, no, we're not doing that.
But after that, we went on to a ride that was, I swear it was like a 2-hour wait, wasn't it, Greg?
That was the Yoshi ride.
Yeah.
That
and-
lasted less than 2 minutes, if that.
I don't know why it took so long.
And it was raining,
And it was humid.
but it was like you were immersed in the atmosphere and everything, and
It was cute.
and looking around. But
I wouldn't do it again with that long of a line.
it's a one and done unless the line was really
Empty.
short. Yeah, because I was like, oh, we're going in the show building. You literally turn around. Oh, we're going back out. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And
And I love Yoshi, but that was very disappointing. As
Scotty
far
J
as having to wait that
Travels,
long.
welcome in. Whoop, whoop.
Welcome.
Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. We that was the ride where I was standing up and I was doing this in
You
line.
could have stayed falling asleep
I
during
was
the ride.
So tired.
But
So
I think
tired.
the outside of it was more was what attracted people to it, because you could see it like coming
wish it-
outside and going back in.
I wish it
and
went more throughout
was
the land.
animatronic and animated and stuff. Yeah,
It's like you're in a video game. It was cute, but way
it was
too
a
short
small
for the time.
area. Yeah.
So
And the racing was pretty fun too.
So we were so tired at that point. Our friend David, they brought their dog with them. We stayed with Mike and David at Fort Wilderness Campground. They traveled in their RV from Bakersfield, California, all the way cross country. And after our Buffalo Bills game, we flew down there to meet them, and we stayed in the RV with them. He wanted to go back to check on their dog. He ended up staying there, but we thought, okay, I'm falling asleep now. Why don't we go back with them all together, take a nap on the way back, take a nap when we come back to the park. I slept going to the RV. Did you?
I don't.
It's about 30
remember.
minute
I
drive.
probably dozed off a little bit.
And it
Oh.
helped. It helped because if I didn't do that, I think we would have been miserable doing it. Now, we didn't. Ideally, this wasn't the best for us to do that, but a lot of it was because we were basing going to see the Buffalo Bills, and when we
it's
could have
what
gone
worked.
to a game that works.
It's the way it had to work for us this time.
Yeah.
Next time we would, even if it's just Derek and I that go to Epic, we would plan it out differently. So,
But
where
we
it's not so compact.
I think our favorite ride was the monster ride in the, what is it called? Monster Universe is the name of it. The Harry Potter ride I really enjoyed.
I
a
didn't
lot.
go on the Curse of the Werewolf, but I saved some rides for next time. I didn't go on the big roller coaster.
The Celestial something.
I
Spring
don't remember what
Racers
it's
or something like
called.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some stuff I didn't go on this time.
We didn't get a chance to go on. We were going to end the night on with a Donkey Kong ride, the mine
That
cart.
was 2 hours. We didn't go
Yeah.
on that either.
We thought Mike goes, just go on it. So it was like 8:00.
We got all the way up. We were gonna try to
not even
brave
that
it,
far.
and
People
it's
were
like
sitting on the
2
ground.
hours, like,
And we said, yeah, I don't need this
It looks
that much.
really fun and immersive, like
Dark
going
universe.
through the
Thank you,
ride and
Angela.
everything. But
Yeah, Angela did go on all the rides. She went by herself. She went
she
on
probably had a
single
single ride
riders,
that went faster, I'm sure.
and she was able to go on ride multiple times. I think she only did the Celestial roller coaster
One time,
one time.
she said that knocked her for
yeah,
a loop.
it was pretty intense.
Pun intended, because there's a loop.
Oh my gosh. But it was a fun park. Definitely we would stay there longer next time. We would plan it to be able to stay there longer.
Well, it's not like we didn't stay there longer. We left and came back, is what it was.
We probably lost
So,
about 3 hours, I think.
I mean, you could do that park in a day, really, and do most of what you wanted to do.
But part of the problem was the rides kept going. Certain rides kept going down. That minecart ride kept going down.
I
So
didn't know
that there's not a lot of rides there. So when one or two break down, and Angela ran into that
everybody
problem too,
flocks to
they
the
go
other.
to the other ones, which makes those wait longer. Some of it was weather, like the minecart one, I think was because there was a thunderstorm coming through.
Yeah,
It affected
we
the
got
ride.
out of the Harry Potter ride and it was pouring rain.
Yeah.
So we were just
About 10
waiting under
minutes.
we were waiting under the eave, and then we finally like darted to the other side. And but
We went
yeah,
to the Isle of Berk. How to Train Your Dragon.
that was a fun ride.
We was that wasn't what it was called though, was it? It was called, Angela, you might have to help us out on what that ride was called. But
Flight of Passage. That's
Flight of something.
that's Avatar, but it was a dragon roller coaster type thing. It was more kid friendly or family friendly.
I thought it was
But
a
it was
kid's
still
ride.
it was still up high, and it did go kind of fast.
I
but
thought it
yeah.
was like the minecart
No.
ride
It's
at-
more
at
intense.
Magic Kingdom.
It's more intense than the mine car ride.
The Seven Dwarfs minecart.
Oh, it was more intense than that.
So
I think.
I thought it was at.
the mine car
I
swings.
swear my eyes were like this because we were going so fast.
I
I came out of
it.
my seat several times. It was crazy.
You came out of your seat.
Yeah, just like bounced up. It was more intense than I thought. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Even when there are two or more of us, we go on the single rider lines. You may have to wait longer for your partner for a ride, but we would usually get on in a few minutes. Yeah. I don't know if Greg would do that. I would do that. I don't know if Greg would. I mean, I guess it depends how much time you have and which.
I'm not gonna do a single rider if it's just the two of us, because that would defeat the whole purpose of going on a ride together. I don't mind waiting. Now, if it was just me going on a ride and Derek didn't want to, then yeah, I would do the single
which happens
rider.
a lot.
But not as much, right, with those rides. But I'm not gonna do that.
Mike
It
Jackson.
defeats the purpose.
Mike, it changed. It still has your numbers. Testing to see if I got my name back. It says Mike Jackson 6470. The park is very clean. Doesn't have a whole lot of shade. There's not a lot of rides there yet, but they were doing permits for additional rides, and I believe it's going to be an additional Harry Potter ride that they're going to do. So they'll slowly make it bigger as the years go by, and as the trees get bigger, it'll provide more shade.
They do have room for 2 more lands, I believe, as well. I would
rides in each current land they can put in there.
I wouldn't want to do the single rider if Derek and I are both going on it. So, but
I think it depends on the time that we.
I would do it if you didn't want to go on something. But yeah,
I wish we were able to
defeats the
do
purpose.
more besides us being tired, but we did go. We did have. It was that waffle cone. You had yours with peanut butter and jelly in there, didn't you?
I don't remember something like that.
I had mac and cheese.
They were good though.
Mine was mac and cheese, and I thought yours had peanut butter and jelly in it. It's kind of like a cone, but the cone is a bread. Life is good today. Woo! Hello, Ronnie and Alma.
Welcome.
Good to see you.
I
Good to
hope
see you.
things are going well for both of you and your
Yes.
family.
Definitely.
Thank you for joining us.
But Greg, that was we've been to the other Universal parks. We definitely would have to make sure we plan on spending more time, probably stay at one of the Universal hotels.
I'd probably put in the other parks as well, and just make it like a big universal thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're not. That one's not as close to the other two, but they're not that far either. So actually,
You're not walking distance.
there are 4 parks actually, because they have a whole water park as
Yep.
well, Volcano Bay, I think, or
yeah,
something like
Volcano Bay. So things to plan for the next time.
Yep.
Disney Nerd Herders, hello guys. They
Welcome.
were in my favorite theme park on the East Coast, Epcot today.
that. Awesome.
They were
Yep.
doing a preview of the Festival of the Arts.
The farts.
The Farts
They were
Festival.
doing the farts
Yes.
over there.
They're-
Wow.
They're going to go live on Friday when the festival opens. So that was cool to watch it.
It's so fun to like say the acronyms like that, because it's just funny that people say that, but it's true. It's the Festival of the Arts, so it's the farts, basically.
So now we're going to go into the Walt Disney World side of it. We did get a chance to meet the Disney Nerd Herders.
Yes,
We're
we
going to,
did.
this video is about,
Finally, for the first time.
yeah, this video is about 5 minutes. The funny thing is at the end of this video, I don't know why, but there are some pictures of the remnants of our Buffalo trip. So you're going to see
Oh, that's fine.
the-
We just threw it in there for kicks and giggles.
well,
I
you're going to
guess.
see the wonderful and beautiful Anne Hanley and her husband, Rich.
There you go.
You're going to see that. You're going to see some photos from the Bills game.
There you go.
So I don't know if I used the same
Why
one
not throw some in
and
there?
didn't delete those
with
pictures because
Dizney.
I don't know what I did, but
It's
you're going to see that
fine.
at the end of it. It's always good to show Anne anyway, but we're going to
There
show
you
that
go.
right now. And
At least it's not we farts, I think Anne said. Wow.
so
That's true.
we'll talk about our experiences and coming up right now. All right, Greg, we are in Fort Wilderness Campground, and we are going to be doing a little tour here. First time driving around on a golf cart. You can see the back of Mike and David's tent.
true. We've been on golf carts before.
Not at Fort Wilderness Campground.
Fort Wilderness.
So this is the first
No.
time. We're going to check it out backwards. We're going to do it backwards. Here it is, bright and early, Magic Kingdom Day.
Playing the banjo. Squirrel.
Magic Kingdom Day.
I've never seen a squirrel in the sand like that before.
We're going to take the boat to transfer over to the Magic Kingdom. All right, Greg, what are you most excited about today?
I want to ride the Tron ride and the new Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Hopefully we don't get too wet. Let's just have a good time. Going on the rides we haven't been on in a long time.
I agree.
Wasn't a route guy story, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh.
Not bad.
It's like the electrical parade, huh?
Good evening, dear friends. Come with me on a magical journey, kissed by starlight.
Sweetie, have you ever seen the stars sparkle like this before?
Oh, it's so magical!
All right, Greg, early entry. One of the best views when you first get into the park is what?
The Tree of Life.
The Tree of Life. That used to have
About the main park.
a Bug's Life,
They're going to change it to Zootopia.
Zootopia, and I don't think
it's
it's
Zootopia.
it's not. I don't believe. I think it opens later, closer to in November.
I guess we'll go.
But we're heading over to Pandora, and early entry, 30 minutes, but that makes a big difference. We're gonna do Flight of Passage, and we're also gonna do the Navi River Run. No, Navi River.
Animals, please stay in your seat. It is for your safety. I highly recommend taking photos while we're out there. Just make sure not to drop anything off the side of the truck in the process. If you do drop something, let it go. Then let me know, and we'll try to get it taken care of for you. Now, just a few Safari Pro tips before we get started. The quieter that we're able to be while out there, the better chance. Now, giraffes are the tallest land animals in the world, getting 16 to 20 foot tall when fully grown. They have a 6-foot long neck, so it takes incredibly high blood pressure to push blood all the way up to their noggin. So, to accommodate high blood pressure, they need a really big heart. So, a giraffe's heart is the size of a basketball.
Here comes another shuttle. Oh, here's an astronaut. You were over there.
I showed it before.
You're gone now. Will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your end destination.
Wow, the
Can you
memories.
go back to comments, please?
Yes, we can.
And
Well, first, Angela made a comment that she wants to do all 3 parks. Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
it's worth it to do it. And poor Anne said, well, one, she asked, is that their golf cart? Yes.
well, no, they rented that golf cart.
Sorry,
It wasn't their
It
golf
was
cart.
there, as in Disney's theirs, not.
Yeah, it
our
was theirs
friends'
to use while they rented it.
They rented it, yeah, while they were there on property.
A lot of people dressed them up because it was during Halloween, so they would decorate them and everything. They would decorate the campsites. It was really cool.
Yeah,
it was fun. We went around and saw people's decorations, and they were passing out candy and everything.
But it's a big area. We were far enough where we actually walked where the Hoop-de-Doo Review was, that show. One of the longest running shows, I think, in the US. They did stop it a little bit during COVID, but it's a good dinner and show. And we were able to walk to our campground from it. So it wasn't too far, but if you wanted to go and see the different areas within that campground, you needed a golf cart. Anne says, I haven't been to Magic Kingdom since 1973, which is 2 years after Walt Disney World opened, and they only had the Magic Kingdom open. I wanted to save it. Oh, sorry, my thing was messing up. Wanted to save it to go with the grandkids, but when they went, I couldn't do it anymore.
You could still go, and they have electric scooters.
The wheelchairs,
all kinds of things you could use. You don't have to go on, rides that you can't go on, but there's a lot of stuff you can still do. So I would say it's still worth going and taking it all in for, your own visit. You make each visit to Disney your own visit, the way it works for you. So I would still go.
Yeah, my mom, she did it in 2012 with me. She broke her leg.
Not there.
No, she broke her leg beforehand. She was stepping down at home from a level that used to be a garage, from the kitchen to the garage, and she broke her leg. Didn't know about it. And then when we went to Universal Studios first, she pulled her calf muscle, I think. So here she is with a broken leg, and she was favoring her other leg, so she pulled her calf muscle on that.
She broke her leg?
She broke her, what is it, the tibula?
Ow.
Yeah.
don't remember
And then when
that.
she came back, the doctor said, well, you broke your leg, but it's been so long, it's healing on its own, so there's nothing they can do for it anyway.
I don't
But that's how
remember that.
tough my mom is. She is a very
She
tough.
was walking on a broken leg.
Yeah. So, but she just says, I can't do it. I said, Mom, what do you want? I said, we spent all this money. Let me push you around
She
in a
gave
wheelchair. And she was her pride didn't want to be pushed around in a wheelchair and people feel sorry for her, but she was very thankful. And I will tell you, the cast members and even just people in general, they were so nice to my mom and very understanding. So it was really cool. She had a very good experience on that. They did ask her if she wanted to go. We decorate at our campground and in our golf cart, but we don't travel with our camper anymore. So
you can rent campers there too.
You can
in other spaces to have there. We want to do that at some point. That would be fun.
They have I would. Well, we're not experienced with
I would do a
RV. Yeah, I think we do the cabin. Disney Nerd Herders, they've done a couple of videos every year. They go a couple of times a year. They'll stay at the campground, do a lot of the driving around there, do live shows showing that, and that's always a good thing to do. Sabres are up 3-0, Greg, and Buffalo Sabres 3-0. But we've always wanted to stay at the Fort Wilderness Campground. Greg, what did you think of it? Would you
oh my gosh, and we complain about our heel pain, Greg. Oh man. What did I think about?
Like just staying at there, the proximity is like, how hard is it to get there to other resorts? What did you think?
It wasn't hard. I liked it a lot. We were talking about when Derek and I go, just us, we would get a cabin, and they have different size cabins also. They're really, nice, and I like the woodsy areas and things like that. So I think that would be fun. And it's not too far from any of the parks, actually. It's all in travel distance.
You can ride a canoe. You can ride an alligator.
What? I'm not riding a canoe or alligator across the pond to get to the parks.
No. I'm not just talking about at the amenities. You can go.
You can't ride an alligator.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
My gosh.
If you see one, just run.
Yes.
Go from the rear and then jump on the back.
Oh my gosh.
And then they do their little.
You would have to learn how to take care of the wastewater. Other than that, it isn't much different. We would get a cabin, and then it'll just be indoor plumbing, so
let them worry about it. I wouldn't. The older cabins, before they remodeled them, they would be able to provide more living space for people. Now it's kind of set up like all the rooms, if I remember right, all the beds are in one room. So if you have a family, unless someone's
you're
sleeping
all
on the couch,
sleeping together in one room.
I don't think I would like that.
I wouldn't like that either.
Ben from Pepper Tree Villa. Hello,
Welcome,
hello.
Ben.
Our buddies from Central or
let Derek ride an alligator.
California?
I'd have to wrestle the alligator so that it didn't do anything to him. It'd be like Crocodile Dundee, but Alligator Dundee.
But it was cool. They had different spots in there for you to they weren't I guess they were grocery stores. What do they call them? Markets?
They were little mini markets,
souvenirs. They had stuff that you needed for camping.
They had food there that you could either eat it there or take it back and have a picnic or whatever. Have your own little cookout and stuff.
They are building a new DVC resort there, and that might take away some of the seclusion if you're at the front where the Hoop-de-Doo review is. But overall, I think Fort Wilderness is a very good place. It's fun to get on a boat to go to the Seven Seas Lagoon, which then gets you
not
to the
junk stores. No, like actual, like a restaurant, and then they had stuff you could buy, to bring back. to eat and
souvenirs.
stuff.
They had like, because since it's a campground, they had stuff like you would need for camping,
Mhm.
different stuff. We did go to their restaurant there when we had like a barbecue. And we bought like they had these. It's basically
Took
it's
a
like
while to
almost
get
like
our
the
food.
food that you got at the Hoop-de-Doo review
It took a while to get our food
when we stayed there.
given to us
our
or
lunch.
served to us at our table. Yeah.
But it was a very good experience. There's 4 theme parks in Walt Disney World because we were kind of
6, including the 2
theme
water
parks.
parks.
Water, I don't.
Well, I think water parks are theming too.
They're themed, but I would say 4 theme parks. We didn't do Hollywood Studios, but we did go to
a lot of stuff's going on there anyway, so I don't think we would have enjoyed it as much. There's a lot of construction stuff from what we
did
know.
On one day. We did Magic Kingdom. We rode Tron, which we were looking forward to.
That was fun. I think I almost blacked out at the beginning.
That was
But it was
intense.
fun.
And then we went and saw the Starlight Parade at night. That was one of the things we really had wanted to do. And my only thing on that is hard to find good room. I think we picked a good spot, but it was short. Did you think the parade was short? I wish it was more in there.
I mean, I think for what it was, they spread it out and good enough, and they were going slow enough that it seemed a little longer. It was probably shorter than the electric parade, though, and even the electric parade, they're missing some floats from when they thought they were never going to have it again. So there's, that space in between also. But
you know what it kind of reminded me of was that Disney parade they had at Disneyland. The
Paint the Night? No,
no.
Paint the Night's long too.
No. I think I have it up here.
Not Illumination.
No. I got these old tickets, and I don't know if I have it on here.
Those aren't tickets.
Yeah, these are commemorative.
Oh, I didn't even know we had those.
Yeah, these are for the Animal Kingdom when it opened.
When did we get those?
I had them a long time ago. So this is when California Adventure opened. I do have another one, but I don't know where. Is that up here? Oh, here it is. This. Oops, as I filmed.
Oh my God! Now you're
This
gonna
is
forget.
a lot of people didn't like this parade, but I really did like it. It is.
That's the electrical.
Oh, this is the electrical parade. But these are commemorative tickets for the
Yeah, those are
electrical
still
parade.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and it actually, this is the whole thing when you piece them together.
Yeah.
But that was a farewell season in 1996, which they brought back.
Yeah,
They
they
brought back.
did. Yeah.
But there was another one. I don't know if Ben knows which one it is, but it was something lights, I believe, and it kind of reminded me of that. Paint the Night is our favorite Disney parade.
That's really
That's
fun.
awesome. That gets you pumped. The energy, the fun of the bright lights,
And just the floats alone, especially the last one, is like trippy on your eyes.
Amethyst Haze Adventures.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us
Thank
tonight.
You.
And then I would say the electrical parade is always a fun one. That song in there, you just remember it the whole
We
time.
always like the parades, whether it's day or night. We like the fireworks shows. We're all into that kind of entertainment and stuff. So our friends Mike and David, not so much.
Do you remember the other new attraction we went on at Disneyland or Magic Kingdom?
We did Tron.
Tiana.
Oh yeah.
So
I was kind of disappointed in a way. It was like they had a lot of waste of space. Like they had a huge animatronic right like just there and taking up space, but they had a huge amount of space around it still. Like a frog on a lily pad is what they had at one point. And I just thought, what a waste of space. You could have added so much more to that.
Well, the Disneyland Splash Mountain was a lot more detailed than the Florida Magic Kingdom.
We haven't even been
one.
to the Disneyland
No,
one yet.
so I wonder if the Tiana place, or is it Tiana's Bayou?
Yeah.
I wonder if in California at Disneyland it's going to be more detailed on there. I would say if
Well,
you,
Angela, if you ever go with us, which you have, be prepared to go to parades or do something else you want to do.
If you've never been on Splash Mountain, I think you would enjoy Tiana's Bayou.
I
For
still
me,
like Splash Mountain
I like
better.
because I've been both. Splash Mountain is one of my favorite
Splash
movies.
Mountain was so compact, and they fit a lot of stuff in there with a
Yeah.
narrative and
The
everything.
Dippity Doodah song.
This one just seems like they wasted a lot of space. They could have added things
We'll have
in.
to compare it to Disneyland when we eventually go.
They could have even added the villain. The villain's not even in there.
Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't. It didn't fit in that particular story. It's supposed to be happy and everything, but I don't know. It was okay. It's just not my favorite.
We so we spent a whole day at Magic Kingdom, and then 4 more minutes left. Wow. We went to Animal Kingdom. Always fun there. We spent longer there than we thought we would, and then we went to Pop Century because our friends who went back to check on their dog that they brought, they met us at Pop Century. They wanted to ride the
Pop
Skyliner,
Century, but yeah,
the Skyliner.
Yeah.
So we ate lunch, which I wish we didn't do. I wish we wouldn't have had that big of
Right.
a lunch.
Universal does have parades at times, but very far and few between.
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't know if they do at Hollywood. I know they do at
In Florida,
Florida
they
they
do.
do.
I haven't seen one in Hollywood.
Well,
though.
it's hard because Hollywood has.
You're on a hill.
Yeah, so you have the lower level, and then you have the top level, and we're not
Yeah.
talking about them like a short difference. It's
No,
your.
you have an escalator you gotta go on.
That's like three big escalators that it takes you down there. But the we did go to Epcot. We met Disney Nerd Herders, Jim from More Sunshine. On Friday, the last dinner day, we met them again. Jim, we actually met for dinner on that Friday.
Yeah.
Chris Parker, a Disney
We've met
cast
Jim
member,
before, but yeah.
and
Yeah.
we met him on
We met
Epcot
Mouse
Day.
Talk.
Mouse Talk,
as
yep.
well.
Melissa, go
Yeah.
Bills. Melissa and Walt. So we had a good time meeting them, but we went on Guardians. What
That
is it
was
called?
fun.
Rise of a Guardian, or no? What is it?
No, that is called Galactic
Rewind.
something Rewind. Yeah.
I think it's something like that. I don't like spinning rides.
I thought it was fun, but it was kind of crazy.
It was intense.
Cosmic Rewind. That's what it was.
It was intense. And we laughed because we were in the same vehicle. You could see it in the video.
I
that
knew
we showed.
something was going to happen. When we
But
stopped
they're in
room.
front of us, and they're like this.
Yeah, and we're like,
They're just like, "La-di-da." And I'm like, what
We're
the
like
heck is
this.
happening now?
it was cool. That was fun.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I would definitely do it again.
I'd probably do it the beginning of the day because I was already tired. We had already ate. That was intense. And then we did the new test track.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And it was raining too.
So that was fun. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? When
We
were
weren't
at
pelted by
when you
rain,
go
but
outside.
it was coming down a good amount.
We found Walt Disney sitting on the toilet statue, which was also in that little video that we did. I'm sorry, he looks like he's sitting on a toilet.
He's sitting on a bench.
No, I think
He's sitting on a bench, but yeah, it does totally look like he's on the toilet. I have to admit, I have to agree on that. Kind of like how I look like I'm sitting right now on this couch. There's no way around it though. What are you gonna do? But yeah, we had a lot of fun. Excuse me. Got to see, different sites, different rides and things. We bought some paintings that we don't normally do. That's what actually the two are right here, the Halloween one and the Christmas one. Christmas one was special to Derek because it has Scrooge, but he also got the artist assigned. And then we have the Halloween one, which we both love Halloween. We both love Halloween and Christmas. So yeah, so that's what we did. They are a little pricey, so we don't buy artwork that much.
Yeah, that was like $89. I don't know where the Mr. Walt is, but he's sitting on a toilet. I'm sorry. He's
We
sitting on a
have,
toilet.
yeah, I kind of like how we're sitting, I was saying, but
Yes.
we are at the top of the
Top of the hour.
So
Saber scored again.
we
4-1.
do have a lot of fun adventures to look forward to this year. And we're very thankful and blessed for our new year with everybody, with our friends and family. And we're looking forward to having a fun time on our YouTube channel, meeting people again, meeting new people, hopefully, and just growing with everybody this year. So thank you for coming along with us on our journey.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We will, some of them, they're kind of hush until we get closer to it, but we are going on the Beach Please cruise on the Symphony of the Seas in October.
Finally, for the fourth
we
time.
are going
Fourth
on that.
time's a charm in this case. We are not canceling this
Right,
one.
we are. So
No, we're not canceling.
no,
this
we
one.
are. We are going
You're
on
all.
this one.
I'm like, we're not canceling it. We are. No, we're not. I know what you meant, but
But
we're
we're-
not canceling.
That's a Halloween cruise, so that should be really fun. And that goes out of Galveston for 7 nights. So looking forward to that.
Hopefully, Rich is watching and still awake. Well, there's always the replay, but thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We will be talking about cruising next week. And with that, I'm Derek.
And I'm Gregory.
If you forget our names, it's okay. I'm sorry, rating, and you are not allowed to cancel. If you forget our names, it's okay, because I'm a little explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said, we are just
Getting started. Dilly dilly,
Go
go
Bills.
Buffalo.
beat Denver.
Get to the Super Bowl.